Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. Today, we will present about the evolution of fashion trends, a journey through time, brought to you by the three of us, which is Aiman Shafi bin Alidin 077668, Amisha Suryani binti Syed Jafar 076784, and Marini Batrisha binti Madzuri 077058. So, what is fashion? Well, in the dictionary of Oxford, fashion means a popular or latest style of clothing, hair, decoration, or behavior. The roles and significance of fashion serves as an expressive medium, allowing individuals to communicate their personalities, tastes, and individuality to others. Fashion empowers us to express ourselves authentically, encourages us to embrace our individuality, and enables us to inspire others through our fashion sense. Fun fact, every decade or so, fashion evolves uh, using the so-called terms trend. For example, early 20th century fashion, its key characteristics are many people experienced prosperity after the war and made a shift from handmade, hard to wear clothes to just buying ready to wear clothing that were both simple and casual. This was influenced by the economic boom after World War One and the Prohibition and Jazz era. Men and women lived a more active lifestyle after the war and needed a wardrobe to match their new way of life. For examples, these are the examples of the early 20th century fashion as you see here. They are simple, casual, and most importantly, they are easy to wear on your body. Next. During the mid 20th century, ready-to-wear fashion was readily available and boutique stores were all the rage in the country. And as technology developed, synthetic fabrics were being used more than ever before. These styles favored handmade items and crochet, knitting and dyeing were utilized. Designers also looked to the past for fashion inspiration, taking ideas from the late Victorian and early Edwardian periods. High necks and flouncy blouses were common once more for the first time in 60 years. This was influenced by the hippie style of the late 1960s, continued in the early half of the 1970s, and followed alongside the general hippie movement, putting love and peace first. For example, these are the examples of the mid 20th century as you see on your right. Next. And finally, during the late 20th century, fashion reached its most casual. Both men and women adopted grunge fashion in the early part of the decade, and loose, oversized clothing and jeans became staple. As the late 20th century progressed, women's fashion became more streamlined as minimalism became de rigueur, while children's clothing often featured popular Disney characters. This was influenced as the late 20th century saw the birth of supermodels such as Kate Moss and Cindy Crawford, being the face of pretty much every brand's campaign. The 90s also saw the emergence of hip hop, and as underground African American culture began to cross over into mainstream media, their fashions also came too. Labels such as FUBU used rap artists like Tupac Shakur to bring their oversized silhouette into the limelight. Golf culture also began to spread in the 90s, fueled by shops like Hot Topic, Black on Black, Riptides, leather, and latex were popular. And as you see on your right, these are the examples of late 20th century fashion. Next.
Okay, hello. I will explain more on the 21st century fashion trends, which started from 2000 until now. Basically, when we talk about the 21st century, we have the fast fashion. Fast fashion technically is a strategy on creating and also promoting clothes in large quantity quickly. And then the 21st century fashion trend is were influenced by the social media. As we all know, the existence of various platforms, we have Instagram, TikTok, and also Twitter. It helps the spread of the visuals from fashion shows, as we can see on the social media a lot nowadays. And also we can see the everyday street fashion, um, like the emergence of fashion influencers also, and also bloggers on social media has influenced their followers, especially about their fashion choices. These peoples technically promoted fashions by displaying their clothing choices, offering fashion advice, and also they work with lots of famous brands such as Celine, Chanel, and so on. Next, we have the cultural icons and also designers uh, that exist in fashion industry. We have the famous one, Coco Chanel. She is basically the most powerful fashion figures of the 20th century, revolutionized women's fashion by combining comfort and also elegance. As we can see, lots of people nowadays love to wear Chanel, and they have like um greatest influences that promote their brands, such as we have Jennie from Blackpink. She is the face of the Chanel nowadays. And Chanel's also focus on simplicity, establish a fresh benchmark for women's fashion in society. Next, we have Christian Dior. In 1947, Christian Dior gained fame as a top fashion designer, when he once started with the iconic new look that characterized by the rounded shoulders, and a very full skirt. The new look embraced extreme femininity and also luxury in women's fashion. Next, I will talk about the technological advancement in 21st century of the fashion industry. Recently, many companies that work in the fashion industry have utilized artificial intelligence, AI, to enhance customer shopping experience. In on your right, I have provided a video that show a company that use AI in their business. Basically, in this video, it shows that nowadays AI really helps the fashion industry in analyzing the data, like boost sales, their sales, and also predict trends. Um, and then Now I will talk about the future of fashion. As a new group of consumers emerge nowadays, the fashion sector is adapting by shifting focus and also constantly following every trends to prioritize quality and also sustainability, as well as integrating technology into the industry. Um, Lastly, I will explain on the sustainability in fashion. The upcoming fashion trends will feature clothing that prioritize ethical practices and environmental considerations alongside aesthetics. Environmentally friendly textiles and also animal friendly materials are very essential nowadays. Uh, are essential components nowadays in fashion industry. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So, I will be presenting the role of fashion in our daily life. So, the first role is for social status and belonging. In my perspective, fashion can signify social status and group membership. This is because certain brands, styles, or trends they can indicate one's social class, profession, or affiliation with some other particular group. So this aspect of fashion helps people to find a sense of belonging and acceptance within their social circles. And the next one is cultural identity. Fashion also is a way to celebrate and preserve cultural heritage. This is because we can see within traditional attire, fabrics and styles that are integral to many cultures, and wearing them helps the individuals feel very connected to their cultural roots and share their heritage with others. And then the next one is to self-express as a form of self-expression. Um, Fashion allows individuals to express their personality, beliefs, and moods. Um, mm, uh, I think the clothes and accessories that people choose to wear, they can communicate their identity and preferences to others by making fashion as a tool for their own self-expression. And then the last one is practicality and functionality. So, fashion also serves practical purposes, such as providing protection from the elements, ensuring comfort, and enhancing the performances in various activity. So, from work uniforms to sportswear, the functional aspect of fashion is very crucial in our daily life. So this is our references that we use to make our research in this assignment. So we want to express our gratitude. Thank you to all, or even our lecturer. Thank you to watch our presentation today. Your presence and attention mean a lot to us. We especially grateful for our lecturer, for Dr. Nazili, for your guidance and your support throughout this semester and for this assignment. So your insight and feedback have been invaluable. Thank you for your time.